Hello, and welcome to this week's video. Now, I think it's best to just get right to the point on this one. I don't like it. In fact, kinda low-key hate it. And that's okay. Don't get me wrong, it turned out really good. I'm not gonna deny that the end result looks good, but I can't stand it. Hear me out, and let me explain why I think it's important to share this fact, because I could just ignore it and not tell you and simply say my thoughts about, why I made certain choices and why I did this and why I did that and call it a day, and you would never know that it took me more than 3 months to finish this, because every time I looked at it I wanted to check it out the window, or that I could barely work on it for maybe 2 hours at a time because it made me want to vomit. I feel, especially now more than ever, with how accessible art is to everyone, that it's important to share our real thoughts on why we do or don't like something, regardless of how it turned out. I've seen so many artists get slammed for saying they don't like their art because for them it didn't turn out good. But people go at them claiming that they just want a pity party or attention and blah blah blah, and I'm tired of it. So I'll say it again. I do not like this no matter how good it came out. And again, that's okay. I started working on it because I figured it would be something quick. Ha ha ha. Just, fix up the plain basic castle I had done in Linktober 2020, add some details, make it a little less wobbly, maybe more accurate, and we'd be good. Till I spent 7 hours just on the sketching phase. Took a break, thinking, okay, I'll just step back, come back to it with some fresh eyes next week, it'll be good. Came back, and then spent another 7 hours and something on just the line work. I said, okay, well, there's a lot going on. I did push myself to make sure I didn't skimp on any details or skip over things just because I was, getting bored or, I want to get on with it. I was specifically trying to, challenge myself out of my comfort zone. So, I just trying to give it the benefit of the doubt. But even with telling myself that, I was really starting not to like this. Some friends started suggesting that I just completely step away, drop the project, since it was making me upset. And there are absolutely 100% times that needs done. And there are projects that I have stepped away from. But with this one, I was kind of taking it personally. But at the same time, since I was trying to push that comfort level, not only because I don't draw buildings, but I was trying to push for those details that I normally just can't bring myself to do because they take so long, and I had already put more than 14 hours into it, I really wanted to try and finish, just as a personal challenge, even with how much I didn't like it. And there was still that hope that once I got to the next phase, it would be good. Maybe just the entire beginning of the picture was the ugly phase, It happened before, it could happen again. So I pushed on, working on a little here, changing some things there, altering the colors, adjusting that. Why the heck I decided to do bricks, I don't know. I hate myself truly for that one. I don't think I've met a single artist that likes drawing bricks, but they could be out there. But no matter how far I got, I was only really liking it less as time went on. It didn't get out of that quote-unquote ugly phase. Even when I got to what is typically my favorite part, which is the shading, because it's typically what brings things to life, I just was so done and wanted to get it over with. Just looking at it, And for a while I couldn't figure it out. but from what I've figured out so far, the perspective annoys me, the internal castle, it feels squished and stretched, and it's like, I feel like the ideas of everything I wanted are kind of there, but they're just not at the same time, and there's a bunch of other things wrong with it that I look at them and I know it bothers me and I can't figure out why. I'm not a building, drawing person, and I know that probably has something to do with it. But yeah, this was supposed to be my Hyrule Castle for my Darkness Descended story, and I love the concepts that I came up with, the vision in my head, but the art, while again did come out good, I just can't. Now, after not looking at it for about 4 months, I can at least stand to look at it now and don't necessarily want to immediately delete it anymore. But it's definitely a project that I will be revisiting in the future, maybe a year from now, to try and make it something I can be happy with. Now, as I said before, while I don't like this, it is okay. And artists, please, it is absolutely okay for you to not like what you make. We tend to hold ourselves to these high standards, and it's stressful. It's okay to mess up. It's okay to make something that's not amazing. To not like how something came out, even if others do. It's not, if it's not going how you like, it's okay to step away. There isn't shame in any of that. And not often enough do we remember this fact, or are we reminded of this. Just step back, take a breath. Perfect isn't something we should be trying to grasp, because it really doesn't exist, especially not in art, and that's why I love art. Art is always changing and evolving and becoming something more than what it was yesterday. The second it becomes perfect is when you can't make anything else. And personally, I don't ever want that day to come. Perfect's a word we throw around so loosely, and without realizing it, can hurt ourselves and others with it. It's okay to not be okay, and it's okay to share those moments. In fact, I think we should encourage those moments to be shared, to remind not only non-artists, but ourselves as well, that we are human, and not everything we make is going to be great, and that it doesn't have to be great. Be kind to others, and more importantly, be kind to yourselves. Because, honestly, a lot of what I've been saying can apply to real life, too. And for those of you that have listened the whole way through, thank you so much. Please encourage each other, and make sure you give yourself a pat on the back, too, because you deserve it too, as well. I hope to see everyone again on my art journey. Till then, I'm done talking for the video. Enjoy the rest.